Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Sean from Slam, as you know. But today you join me in Budapest for AMTS. This is a big show, bigger than I thought it would be. So, let me go show you around. Let's go. I just want to show you guys the floodgate of people coming in. This is not what, there's, I think, 3 entrances. This is one of them. When I came an hour and a bit ago earlier, because I'm allowed in a bit earlier, the cars were parked probably already a kilometer down the street. It is going to be a wild day. That's why I've got the little camera out and not taking photos, because I think it's going to be quite hard taking photos today. The first hall we're walking into is got mainly a lot of the old timers and that. This show has absolutely everything, to brand new cars to supercars. I don't know if there's hypercars, we'll have to find out. But definitely a lot of modified cars and old timers. In this hall, there's some really old school Bugattis. Everyone talks about what color is your Bugatti. These are a lot more rarer than the Veyrons and that. So you got your normal little scooters over here. Your normal 2-wheel scooters. But over here, we've got something pretty different and cool. It's a scooter with 3 wheels, so it's a truck. A really cool concept. And a little proper chair. There's your gear lever, obviously. That is something else. That was the vintage hall. Now we are crossing like a little canteen and going into the hall with the modified cars. And I think they're doing a sound comp here too, so we might have to not talk as much in this hall. I want to show you this car quickly. So Jesse's Fast and Furious car, the Jetta, has a station wagon version. We are going to the live action arena where they're doing some drifting and all that. Let's go have a look there, but we'll take some videos of some drift cars. Let's stop it right there. I want to show you guys this drift kart, BMW drift kart. So we got a convertible BMW that's going to be about to go out, and we got this BMW drift kart that's going out now. Always got like a drift kart, man. This ain't different. Very different seeing 3 cars at once. I'm used to the tandem of 2, but across the road we've seen 3 cars go at once. Pretty cool. There we go, 3 going again. Let's have a look. Budapest, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy shit happens here. It's just like Poland. That convertible makes a goddamn lot of smoke, eh? Damn. One thing I am noticing, it's mainly been now in European cars. Obviously JDMs are very rare here. You'll even see in the show as I'm showing you around. JDMs, we are actually quite blessed in the Netherlands. Traders Hall, it is massive. I'm not going to show you guys everything because that would literally be 2 vlogs by itself. But we're going to go find what's really cool and funky stuff and go check it out. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about cars. Just get a boat. Don't know why. Here's a cool concept. I think you've seen it before with me. It's a pneumatic gearbox shift. Let's show you on another angle. So you've got your pedal shift that changes the gear and go down. And then you've got your sequential to make it go up and down too. How insane is that? So you can have best of both worlds. And there's obviously the pneumatic system over there. Wicked, eh? It's a cool concept of Golf GTR. Like, not engine that. Oh, the engine's here. This is a cool concept of a Golf GTR stripped as its parts and laid out like an explosion view. Let's try to have a bit of a closer look. You can see the wiring loom over there, the rims obviously, stuff like this. This is a big ramp thing, eh? So here's the block. As you can see, the pistons and all that, the head. No turbo, so I don't know if it is a GTR. And then the steering rack, the seats, as I said, the seats, the fuel tank, and the rear suspension and brake setups in it. That is a really cool concept that you can see what basic components, this is just the basic components of what goes into the car to make it work. Here we're in the hall, which is basically the main entrance to AMTS. It is filled mainly with supercars. So let's go have a look if we can find any cool supercars that we like. This looks pretty cool. I haven't seen many of these actually. Going straight off the bat, we got the new Ferrari Pisangway, I think it's called. Murder me. But it's in quite a cool color. Over here we've got a bunch of Lambos. So we got the Volta, the Hurricane STO, the Aventador, and the new, what's it, Tamario, but damn, these look cool. Here we got a standing McLaren and an Aston Martin, but this Aston Martin has got like green with off-green interior. I like the outside green, I'm not gonna lie, but the inside green is a little too much for me. Do you guys agree? And SEMA, I was quite shocked that was going to be at the show, and I was quite excited to see it. There's a new Aston Martin Valhalla. So it's basically in between the Valkyrie, which is the top tier boy. I think they're about $4 million now. They are stupidly priced. The Valkyrie, and then you got the Vanquish, which is the big Aston Martin road car. Actually, I'll take that back. The Valkyrie is also a road car, but this is the Valhalla. So this is a monocoque chassis, carbon fiber in that. It's a bit bigger and that off the Valkyrie, but it's got the AMG V8, same as Advantage. So it's not an Aston Martin power plant, it has been worked and all that, but this car is a lot wider than I thought it was going to be. It is actually a very girthy car. It is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. But I'm not going to lie, it's the same size as like a McLaren. Like, that's how I put it. Actually, if not, the nose is a lot longer. But it is a pretty car. But I'm just quite shocked how big it is. One thing I don't get is why you stack 3 G-Wagons like bumper to bumper together for a car show. You don't see shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way to the last 2 halls. But the last 2 halls are going to be the best halls. The modified stuff. Or the one hall's got half modified. And that hall has got fully modified. Let's go. As soon as we walk in this hall, we've got the Ultra World Frey Tokyo Drift RX-7. And next to the RX-7, we've got the organizer of AMTS's Infinity. This does look pretty cool and different. And Infinity is a brand you definitely don't see very often. It's got that Lexus look to it, but a hardcore Nissan. Two cars, or one car we know, one owner I met from Germany. We got this Lexus, and it looks wicked. Full wide body, one headlight apparently, a cooler on the other, full like apocalypse type wrap. Looks really cool. And then we got the Dodge wide body from Germany we do know of. One of the funkiest things I've seen is this Manta Porsche GT3 RS with big Manta wing with a roof box. But if you look, the brackets for the roof box, more solid plates in the wing. So it's the last haul we're going to, and to my opinion, one of the best hauls. Let's go. And one of the coolest cars of all time is this BMW E36. Looks like an M3 with a wide body kit and all that. We have seen this car before, but if you're new to the channel, you're going to see it for the first time. Got a V12 twin turbo. I think they were saying about 1,050 horsepower because they took originally the catalytic converters out now. But this is absolute animal. And I think it's a place we need to go visit in Germany and see them build these type of machines and go take a drive in it. Car we got here all the way from England, took him close to a 20-hour drive to get here. 18-hour drive is this Mercedes 190E, but this has been fully done. And look at the cool Ricardo interior and that he's done. And all the electric seats, that is really cool. There's got an umbrella, Mercedes umbrella, but this purplish dark paint looks absolutely stunning, and the body kit and that on it. And I've always loved the single wiper. Really cool car, and a car I think we're going to see more at shows in West Europe. Yeah, we've got a very cool Golf all the way from Norway. And one thing I want to show you, this car is absolutely show stunner. Yes, it's a 1.4, but it is a beautiful 1.4. Engine bay's done nicely, turbocharged, all that. But you'll see all your plastic cover stuff and that is actually color matched to the car. And then you can see in the interior, this is a full show car. And look at the air ride, how it's displayed at the back here. But the baddest thing on this car is the 10-piston brakes. I think I've seen pizzas smaller than these brakes. To the B-roll. This is quite funky. We got a Polo with a massive 4-cylinder turbo. I think that's an Audi 2-liter or 1.8. But it's been converted to a little like pickup with a fuel cell. That is really, really funky. This old Audi, that is what you call a clean engine bay. Holy moly. Photos and that, I have seen transparent rims, but never in real life on a caddy.
Carbon saw in the moonlight.
I didn't know this part of the hall existed. We're going to come quickly in part of this hall and then go back to that hall. This hall is pretty cool because they've got RC drifting there, over here. They got some other RC stuff over happening there. And then they've got like mountain crawling with the RC cars and that. Really, really cool. How wild is this Peugeot? This is even a Peugeot. I don't even know. It's got like a carbon wrap on it, and then the engine bay is fully exposed in that with a cut open hood. This is really cool. I like this. You'll remember this Mini from the video from last week. If you don't, go have a look. How cool does this race Toyota Corolla look? That looks pimp. This is not too loud. We have two very cool cars from Petrol Positive all the way in Austria. They've got this R32 GTR and a very stock twin turbo left-hand drive Targa Supra. Wow. This R32 GTR has got Nismo rims. It's got a special paint color on it, and the interior has been fully redone. Look at the color. This is like a blue denim nearly. Then they've got the textile over there, and then they're going to do a few odds and ends, they said to me, and they're going to do a little work on the motor. But what I like about this is not overdone. It's done very classy. It's done very classy and tastefully. I really like this. This must be one of the coolest G-Wagons I've ever seen. Convertible, old school, look at that interior. This is absolutely insane and awesome at the same time. I'm not gonna lie, I would give it a spin. Here they've got a Toyo booth with RWVs, awesome Porsches. They are absolutely stunning. It looks like a bit of a SEMA look. I like how they've done this with the Toyo booth. Anyway, let's have a closer look. We've got 4 cool cars here I'm going to show you. We've got this Porsche that's obviously air ride and got some cool bits, nothing overdone. This BMW with a wicked ass exhaust and fully modified. I think it's an old 5 Series and turbocharged, 6-cylinder turbo. Then we've got Joken's GT86 with a Liberty Walk body kit. And then we got the Camaro with the Liberty Walk body kit and that big ass smile. These are absolute wicked cars to the B-roll. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings it into the vlog for AMTS here in Budapest. Thank you very, very much for joining me. If you liked, give a like, give a subscribe, and comment where you would like to see me go next. We got some cool shows coming up, but hopefully you enjoyed this. This show is way bigger than I can even show you on the camera, but I did my best. Have a fantastic day. Until the next time.